हाँ जी दोस्तों, वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून। और कैसे हैं आप दोस्तों? मैं हर दिन बहुत ही रंग बिरंगे वीडियोस लेके आती हूँ। रंग बिरंगे मतलब हर दिन कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें मेरे वीडियोस में जो आप रोज़मर्रा में अपनी ज़िंदगी में एक डाउट्स के रूप में, क्वेश्चंस के रूप में स्ट्रगल करते रहते हैं। बहुत सी बारीक बारीक चीज़ें आपकी ज़िंदगी से जुड़ी हुई, कोई ना कोई लोगों की टेस्टिमनी, कोई ना कोई आंसर्स आपको हर दिन मिल जाते हैं और दैट मेक्स माई एवरी वीडियो ब्यूटिफुल। अगर वो काम का नहीं हुआ तो फ़ायदा क्या हुआ। चलिए, तो ये जो वीडियो है ये भी बहुत ही ज़्यादा मैजिकल है। मैं मैजिकल क्यों बोल रही हूँ? क्योंकि मैंने कहा है ना, मिरेकल्स कैन हैपन एनी टाइम। मैं ये बात को कई बार कई वीडियो में बोली हूँ कि मिरेकल्स कैन हैपन एनी टाइम। और ये जो वीडियो है ये भी, इसमें भी डीएफ अपनी बात, कुछ बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टिप्स, अपनी बहुत ही जो उनकी विजडम है उन्होंने शेयर करी है, अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया है, उनकी लाइफ में मिरेकल कैसे हुआ। ठीक है, जर्नी अभी पूरी नहीं हुई है बट एक बहुत बड़ा मिरेकल हुआ, लेकिन वो क्यों हुआ, कैसे हुआ, ये तो हम उनसे जानेंगे। ठीक है, फिर भी मैं बताना चाहती हूँ। और इस वीडियो की शुरुआत एक बहुत ही मिरेकुलस शुरुआत को पहले थोड़ी सैडनेस के साथ शुरू करूँगी। ठीक है, लेकिन अंत बहुत ही खूबसूरत होगा। देखिए दोस्तों, ये 99 का पोर्टल है, डेफिनेटली आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया है। कार्मा रिलीज़ आपके डीएम की लाइफ से भी बहुत सारे कार्मिक रिलीज़ हो रहे हैं और आपकी लाइफ से भी। तो सैड क्या है कि अभी आपकी लाइफ में जो सोलमेट कार्मिक थे, आप अगर उनसे आपका कुछ कनेक्शन बन रहा था, नज़दीकियाँ आ रही थी, तो हो सकता है कि वो रिलीज़ हो रही हो। नहीं तो अगर आप किसी ऐसे इंसान को ट्विन फ्लेम समझ रहे थे जो कि शायद सिर्फ आपका कार्मिक रहा होगा या सोलमेट, ठीक है, आपका ट्विन फ्लेम नहीं रहा होगा, आपको क्लैरिटी नहीं रही होगी, तो अब ये 99 की पोर्टल में अगर वो आपकी ज़िंदगी से जा रहे हैं तो बिल्कुल भी दुखी मत होइए, परेशान मत होइए, बिकॉज मिरेकल्स कैन हैपन एनी टाइम। जो बेस्ट आप डिज़र्व करते हो वो आपके सामने आएगा ही। एंड प्लीज़ फॉरगेट द ओल्ड लॉसेस। यही मतलब होता है 555, अगर आपको दिख रहा हो तो। ठीक है, तो ये तो एक ये देयर इज़ नथिंग सैड। कोई जो चीज़ आपको सर्व ही नहीं कर रही है, आपकी ज़िंदगी से जा रही है, इसको जाने देना चाहिए। तो कार्मिक रिलीज इस वक्त बहुत हो रहे हैं, इससे आप लोग जूझ रहे हो, इग्नोर। ठीक है, लेट गो और लाइफ को आगे देखो। लाइफ में आगे बहुत कुछ है। अब जो आगे डीएफ की हम बात करने जा रहे हैं वो आप में से ही है। आप लोग जैसे कि शुरू में किसी से प्यार करते हो, इनर वर्क करते हो, स्ट्रगल करते हो और हिम्मत हार जाते हो। ये हमारी जो डीएफ है ये यूएस से है। इनने मुझसे इनर वर्क भी लिया था, कुछ टाइम किया भी, और बीच में थोड़ा सा हिम्मत भी हार गई थी और कुछ टाइम के लिए मुझसे डिस्कनेक्ट हो गई थी, क्योंकि उन्होंने उम्मीद ही खो दी कि शायद अब ये कुछ आगे हो ही नहीं सकता। और उसके बाद जब भी डिवाइन गाइडेंस उन्हें मिला, वो फिर से उन्होंने मुझसे कनेक्ट किया, मैंने समझाया उनको, कुछ गाइडेंस दिया, और फिर क्या हुआ, मिरेकल हुआ। उनकी डीएम उनकी लाइफ में आए, और सिर्फ लाइफ में आए ही नहीं, उन्होंने एक बहुत ही अच्छा एक एल्बम, म्यूज़िक एल्बम साथ में बनाया। अब सारी बातें मैं ही यहाँ कहूँगी तो आप आगे सुनोगे क्या। तो चलिए हम डीएफ को सुनते हैं। और उन्होंने अप एंड में इतनी चीज़ अपनी विजडम शेयर करी है, टिप्स दी हैं, तो उन टिप्स को बिल्कुल आप छोड़ना नहीं, एंड तक वीडियो को देखना और फिर वीडियो देखने के बाद उनको ढेर सारी ब्लेसिंग्स देना। अपना ध्यान रखिए। लव यू ऑल, गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल।
Namaste everyone. My humble pranams to this universe and our beloved selfless Mataji, who is always guiding us, and without whom this twin flame journey would have been really, really difficult. Thank you so much, Mataji. Pranam to all soul family members. It's an amazing experience to listen to all of you. I've been listening to you for a few years now on this channel. and our teacher Ji also. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge. So about my twin flame journey, I met my twin flame in 2018. Before that, I was already in the spiritual path. I was initiated by a guru. I was operating out of upper chakras. I experienced oneness of God, and then I left my guru and again went back to him. But I wanted this time to have my own spiritual path. I wanted to be independently, like not depend on guru for spiritual guidance. But then when life threw me into challenges, I felt some of the challenges I could handle because of the spiritual knowledge that I gained from my guru and experiences, but some of them I couldn't handle. And then in the process, I became distorted feminine. I used to be fearless. I used to run a business. But then slowly, my relationship with my husband has become very toxic, karmic. And I used to fear doing anything. I used to my husband used to have a lot of influence on me, and I felt like I'm good for nothing. So I couldn't take any stand. So I became totally weak. And in 2018, I met my twin flame. I met my twin flame when I asked God, I want to experience Radha's love for Krishna. And I also want a person in my life who can support me. That's when my twin flame came into my life. I met him. I instantly recognized the connection. He recognized the connection. He used to chase me, and we started that bubble phase. He was the chaser, so I was a runner in the beginning, and then it switched, and separation happened. So many separations, like we all have, and in March 2020, I realized that I'm a twin flame, and I also used to listen to Mataji's audios, videos, and some other audios, videos also. So much into twin flame at that time. And in June, I spoke to Mataji, took her inner work, but I never practiced inner work. So Mataji said, whenever my twin flame actually used to post pictures of his wife or with some other models and women, I used to get very upset and I used to cry. Mataji said that you need to work on your jealousy issues. This is a jealousy issue. So why are you not happy in his happiness, right? So, but then I started doing chakras, but I was not consistent. So always whenever, maybe because of my spiritual background, I used to practice meditations and all that. I also teach meditations and all that. So whenever I focused on myself, I used to be in touch with my twin flame. And then when I became over possessive, I again fell back. So separation used to come. So this happened often, again and again. One day I decided, June 2021, last year, I decided, okay, I'm going to give up this connection. And I went to my twin flame. I said, I have to return something. This is a gift which you gave me. I don't want to open it. I've never opened it. You can give it to your models. And I told him that you played with my emotions and don't play with anybody like that. And then he said that I will never give this gift to anybody. And I didn't play with your emotions. I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I did not feel. If you need a closure, we can talk. I said, I don't need any closure. I left and I felt miserable, but this time I took my inner work very, very seriously. And I started doing inner work. And again, God put us back to work. And this time, I could see that there are some changes in my twin flame. But then he announced that his wife is pregnant last year. And of course, now he also has a child. And at that time, I felt miserable and happy at the same time because he always wanted to have a child. I felt really happy for him because he was also aging. And it's his responsibility to give a child to his family and his mother, grandchildren and all that. This was his first child. I was really happy for him. But now I didn't want to suffer at all. Last year, I said I will not give up inner work, and I started investing more in inner work. And again, we were put back to work. We were working together this year, And this year I asked him if he can help me with the singing a song because he's a singer. So he encouraged me also to sing. We both sang, and we're just still friends. Even though he showed interest in physical intimacy, I've never encouraged him because we were married. Where we both are married and we have children. So that has been a biggest plus point in my life, because if I would have, I don't know, if I encouraged intimacy, then I don't know what would have happened. But anyways, so this year we did complete the music video, which is a small soul purpose for the community. And please send your blessings, good wishes, because our relationship is still on and off, but definitely it has improved significantly. We are friends, but the way we talk is different now. Especially him, the way he talks is totally different. He talks very little more maturely, and is really, really, really stubborn, but he mellows down when he talks. When he opens up the conversation with me, he's talking very softly. So that change I did see. He still posts the pictures with other women and all that, but very, very cozy pictures. I do get upset, but the intensity of me being upset has changed. And what specifically benefited me is following our Mataji's guidelines, timely guidelines every day. She gives us tips, and practicing them, not just listening to them, but putting them into practice. Whether it's operating out of upper chakras, never operate out of lower chakras. Always do your chakra meditation, subconscious healing, all these things and I take sessions whenever I'm in doubt, whenever I go into my lower energies, I can get confused. I take a session, and these sessions have been very, very helpful because she guides you personally as well, right? Even otherwise, even all the videos that she has done, it's equivalent to personal guidance, because so many things have been shared in those videos which Mataji provides us. So please use those guidance, and please implement them in your life. And what have been beneficial to me is, number one, never operate out of your mind when it comes to your twin flame or anything, because we are not our body, we are not our senses, we are not our thoughts don't have the real existence. With our twin flame, we are always operating out of mind. We are so possessive of them, either ego or mind. But when we silence our thoughts through our meditation, we find ourselves, which is very, very pure and complete, right? When we align ourselves with Bhagwan, the divine energy, that's when our twin flame actually returns. And when twin flame returns, again, we should not go up and down, up and down. That happens actually. That's happening to me right now. Twin flame returns, I going up and down. So, but I have to stay in connection with God. That's the challenge. But that's where, that's where the journey is taking us up and up and ascending. So the key is to transcend the dualities of mind. So dualities is dvandva. We talk about dvandva, right? So in Bhagavatam, I take also Bhagavatam lectures from one of my gurus. He says that essence of Bhagavatam is to transcend mind and become closer to divine. And what is this? Kam, Krodh, Moh, Mad, Matsarya. What else? Moha, Krodh, Lobh, all these things. The 6 vices. So we should not operate out of our desire, calm, not operate out of anger, not operate out of lobh, greed, jealousy, pride, attachment. When we don't operate out of this, then when we transcend our mind and when we find ourself, that self is already complete. The mind is needy, but the self is already complete. When at right now, this moment, you can enjoy yourself without thinking about the past or future or twin flame or nothing, just you and aligning with the divine, experience the divine, and definitely twin flame returns. So, but the goal should not be twin flame returning. The goal should be bigger. It's a union with God, and divine masculine is a small part of it. So these have been very beneficial for me in my journey. Not only me, because I teach other scriptures I teach kids and 70-year-old, 80-year-old. all my relationships with my husband, with children, with family, with my students have improved. Not only I transformed with this inner work, but everybody around me are transforming. And my students benefit also. They're becoming more healthy mentally, physically. So inner work is really, really good. Never leave inner work. Never leave the twin flame journey. It doesn't help us. Twin flame journey, in fact, helps us triggering, because when we get triggered, we know, we are conscious about our what we are lacking. In other spiritual journey, there is no opportunity like this. In the other spiritual journey, you might be egoistic, you might be really elevated, but even that really elevated person might have ego or might be operating out of attachment, and they don't know that. But in twin flame journey, you immediately know you're triggered. If you have a little bit of arrogance or anything that is thrown at your face, which is really, really good, because we know, hey, we are doing wrong. Now it's time to correct. So that's the beauty of this twin flame journey. And I really hope all our soul family, they unite with their divine masculines. And I'm happy that I could say, share this journey with you, and really thankful for our Mataji's guidance as well. And before leaving, I would like to mention 5 things which I definitely practice. Number 1, let go of the twin flame from your mind. Number 2, attach your mind to God. Number 3, surrender your journey to God. The God who made you meet your twin flame because of the problems we had, because we were distorted feminines. We went through the separation, and the same God, when we become pure, He will return us back to our twin flame, or He will return the twin flame back to us. And number 3, enjoy the present moment. Don't think about the past. Don't think about the future. Present moment is very beautiful, and present moment, silence thoughts and invest more and more in self. And the last tip I follow is always be connected with God. Always be connected with God. The last tip also is, never operate from lower chakras. Always operate from upper chakras. All these things I've learned from our Mataji. So thank you so much for giving me time to do this small soul purpose. I really wish you all the best, everybody. May divine unions, all people, all divine feminines on this challenge. I wish and I pray to God that you should unite with your divine masculine, and you should ascend, and you should get the moksha. That being said, I'll take your leave now. Namaste all, and thank you so much, Mataji. Pranam to you, and so grateful to the universe and God.